Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow now. Let's get started. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton is on a roll heading into WrestleMania 41. Meanwhile, the buff Barbie has thought about forming a stable, but it doesn't include Rhea Ripley. The WWE Universe has shipped Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton following their short-lived alliance on Monday Night Raw. Strapley, as they are collectively called by their fans, have interacted and shared the ring after they both became the champions of their respective brands heading into WWE Royal Rumble 2025. In an interview with the Toronto Sun, the host asked the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, if she would like to have her own stable and which superstars she would want in it. Surprisingly, she didn't add Mammy to the list and wanted to form a trio with Kelani Jordan and Maxine Dupri. Earlier this year, Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton conquered the women's division on their respective brands when both won the titles. However, the two have crossed paths frequently, but as friends and fellow champions instead of enemies on the main roster. In an interview on Ring the Bell, Tiffany Stratton spoke highly of Rhea Ripley heading into WrestleMania 41. During this, she stated she could make Mommy wear pink gear for a chance, and she would try to convince her to do so when she meets her the next time. It looks like Tiffany Stratton, the up-and-coming WWE superstar, has chosen two interesting names for her stable, and surprisingly, Rhea Ripley isn't one of them. While Ripley has been an iconic part of the WWE roster, especially with her presence in the Judgment Day, Tiffany seems to be charting her own path. The two names Tiffany Stratton has picked for her stable are likely going to bring some fresh energy to her persona and group dynamic. Tiffany, known for her high-flying and athletic style, might look for partners who can match her intensity and charisma. As for the speculation of Rhea Ripley's exclusion, it could be because Tiffany wants to carve out her own unique identity, rather than align with the already established powerhouse in Ripley. With WWE's growing female roster, Stratton's choices for her stable will be closely watched. She might be going for up-and-comers who could help elevate the group and bring a dynamic edge to her presence. Let's dive into the possibilities of who these two wrestlers could be. The names would need to complement Tiffany's style and attitude: strong, determined, and high energy. Could it be someone like Indy Hartwell, with her blend of toughness and technical wrestling? Or someone like Cora Jade, who shares that brash, rebellious attitude? Either way, it's going to be exciting to see how Tiffany Stratton's stable shapes up, especially if the members bring in their own unique characteristics that amplify Tiffany's already impressive persona. It's all about that blend of skill, chemistry, and power to make this new faction stand out. As Tiffany Stratton continues to build her persona in WWE, her decision to form a stable with two other wrestlers without Rhea Ripley is a bold and intriguing move. Tiffany's desire to create something fresh shows her ambition and desire to stand out in a division already dominated by strong female competitors like Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair. If she's not choosing Rhea Ripley, it could be for a couple of reasons. 1. Establishing her own identity. Tiffany is still in the process of defining herself as a top-tier competitor. Aligning with established superstars like Rhea Ripley could risk overshadowing her own shine. By picking her own stablemates, she's setting herself apart as a leader rather than just a follower. This could be a power move to assert dominance within the women's division and prove she can lead a faction with its own unique energy. 2. Focus on chemistry and style. Rhea Ripley brings a much different style than Tiffany, with a more dominant, powerhouse persona. Tiffany, known for her athleticism and high-energy in-ring style, may be looking for wrestlers who can mirror her quickness and agility, or who have the same rebellious and cocky attitude that she exudes. If Ripley's style doesn't match with hers, it makes sense that Tiffany would want to form a group of women who can align with her vision. Possible stablemates for Tiffany Stratton. Cora Jade. Cora Jade's punk rock attitude and cocky demeanor could make her an excellent fit for Tiffany's stable. Both share a rebellious streak, and Cora's rise to prominence in NXT shows she's not afraid to take risks. The chemistry between them could create a fun dynamic of youthful rebellion mixed with athleticism. Together, they could create an exciting, fast-paced faction that plays on agility, determination, and high-flying offense. Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell, known for her toughness and resilience, could be a perfect complement to Tiffany's quick and agile style. While she has a more grounded approach to wrestling, her power and versatility would add an interesting dynamic to the group. Indy could balance out Tiffany's high-energy, aerial offense with more hard-hitting, technical wrestling, creating a well-rounded and dangerous faction. Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark, with her hard-hitting strikes and technical wrestling ability, could be a powerful addition to Tiffany's stable. Stark's no-nonsense attitude and impressive wrestling skills would align well with Tiffany's drive for success. With both women having a competitive edge, Stark could bring a more gritty, in-your-face style, while Tiffany's flashy high-flying could add the excitement. Together, it would be a formidable combination of strength and speed. Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria's high-flying and acrobatic style could make her an interesting choice. She's got a similar athleticism to Tiffany Stratton, and the two could be a dynamic duo that brings aerial skills and agility to the forefront. Lyra's fresh and bold presence could provide the perfect balance to Tiffany's already established persona. The potential impact of Tiffany's stable. If Tiffany Stratton assembles a group with the right chemistry, it could elevate her status in WWE. A well-constructed faction, especially with rising talents like Cora, Indy, or Zoe, could shake up the women's division. Not only would it boost Tiffany's credibility as a leader, but it would also create exciting storylines. A stable like this could position her as a top contender for the WWE Women's Championship and further solidify her as one of the most exciting new faces in WWE. Now, the absence of Rhea Ripley in this mix could speak to Stratton's desire for autonomy. Ripley has the dominant and fearless aspects down, so perhaps Tiffany wants to avoid comparisons, especially given that Ripley is already deeply involved in the Judgment Day. Tiffany wants to create a group that showcases her leadership skills and vision, making a new stable feel fresh and unique. In the grand scheme of things, Tiffany's choices will have a lasting impact on how she's perceived in the division. If she can create the right chemistry between these women, they could make an immediate statement, not just in the ring, but as an all-around powerhouse faction that elevates each member's individual brand. It will also be interesting to see how the WWE Universe reacts to this group, especially if they start to challenge established stars or rival factions like Judgment Day or Damage CTRL. All eyes will be on Stratton, and the future of her stable will definitely be a story to watch in the coming months. Ultimately, Tiffany Stratton is building her future, and her decisions will be watched closely by fans and her peers. It will be fascinating to see who she picks and how they work together in this new chapter of her WWE journey.